Hi guys, welcome back to the Library of Alexandria, and today guys, this is going to be a pretty short video, but today I want to talk about the books that I am most looking forward to releasing in 2021. Now, I've watched a bunch of these, and everyone seems to have so many books they're looking forward to in 2021, and I don't know if there's something wrong with me or if I just have so many books in my backlog that have already come out that I have to read that I'm not even looking for new series really by authors I don't know in the new year. Or maybe I looked and I just couldn't find any that I'm just like, oh man, I got to read that. So my list is extremely short. So this video is going to be extremely short because as of now, for the books that I know that are coming out in 2021, I am looking forward to 3. There are 3 books that I'm super excited about reading in 2021 that are coming out in next year that are not out yet. And so let's go ahead and talk about them. We'll talk about them in the order they're coming out. The first one does not even come out till June. So the first book that I am looking forward to in June is Play of Shadows by Sebastian de Castell. So this is the first book in a new series set in the Greatcoats universe. The main character is the grandson of 2 Greatcoats. De Castell himself has said this is going to be a very different kind of feel from the Greatcoats, and I believe it because from the description, it's about a guy who is kind of a layabout and is just kind of good for nothing and kind of doesn't really want to do any work or whatever, and ends up, I don't know, witnessing a murder or he ends up somehow running from creditors or something, and he ends up in a theater house, and so he kind of ends up on stage just dressed as one of the extras or something. Anyway, and I think he witnesses a murder then and is kind of on the run. I don't know. I think that is what it's about. But regardless, it takes place in Tristia, obviously, because it takes place in the world of the Greatcoats, and I am so excited. I am so excited to return to the world of the Greatcoats, even though realistically, none of my favorite Greatcoats are going to be in this because this guy is the grandson of 2 of them. So if they are, even if they were, they'd be super old. But we'll see. Who knows how many cameos we'll see. But I love the Greatcoats. I am on board for it. If I don't like it, well, then I won't like it. But just because of how much I loved Greatcoats, this is an auto buy and an auto start as soon as it comes out for me. The next book I am looking forward to comes out in September, and that is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. And this is book 3 in the Greenbones saga. So I really enjoyed Jade City. Despite its slowness, it is very slow. It is very slow. And I think a lot of your enjoyment of the first half of it will be dependent on whether or not you were attached to a specific character. And I was. And since I was attached to that character, the beginning was not quite as slow for me. I also really like the Yakuza games, and it feels very Yakuza, and it's just a slow burning, Asian kung fu soap opera, Goodfellas. I don't know. It was just so different to me that I was there for it. It was very, very slow. It was a slow burn. And then the back half I just thought was really exciting. I like gang wars and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it. I have not yet, however, been able to read Jade War, which everyone unanimously says is better than Jade City. I hope to read Jade War soon. And if it is better than Jade City, I liked Jade City, ergo I am bound to like Jade War, ergo I will be excited to see how the trilogy wraps up in September. So I'm hoping to read Jade War soon, maybe a little further in the year so that it's closer to September so I don't have to go back and reread everything by the time Jade Legacy comes out. But I'm excited to read Jade Legacy when it drops later this year in September. And so the final book that I'm looking forward to coming out in 2021 is, of course, The Fall of Babel, dropping in November. This is book 4 of the Books of Babel series, also known, I call them the Senlin books. Guys, oh my gosh, I am losing my mind with how excited I am for this last book. Hod King is it's probably the slowest paced maybe of the 3, at least in the middle section. There's a lot of character work being done. Oh my gosh, the last 150 pages are just a whirlwind, a maelstrom to the end. And where it leaves off, there's no more setup to do. There's no more setup to do. And book 4 is supposedly going to be just as long as Hod King, which is 600-some pages. So if there's no more setup, oh my gosh, The Fall of Babel has to be it has to be all of these threads finally coming together. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Fall of Babel has the potential to be one of my favorite books ever. If Josiah Bancroft sticks this landing, it not only has the potential to be one of my favorite books ever, but that will catapult the Senlin series to one of my favorite series of all time, and will probably move Bancroft up from my number 3 to my number 2 slot on my favorite authors of all time. So I could not be more excited. However, I need to try to temper my expectations, because if I get my expectations way up here, I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed even if it was amazing. If my expectations are way too high, that would be terrible. So, Fall of Babel in November is probably my most anticipated book of 2021. So there you have it, guys. Just a short list of 3 books. Let me know in the comments what you're most looking forward to coming out in 2021. Are there any books that I missed that I should be on the lookout for in 2021? Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, information about my Discord and Patreon is down in the description, and I will see you guys next time.